The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of.
Renegade, renegade, renegade.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. C-slime break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your in them. They hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself. They sorta hated it.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off the play fake. Ray flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Off play action. Ray. Looking left sideline. It's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the match.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jordan Willis in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Off the play fake. Ray. Throwing right, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And even 50 receiving yards for him now in this first quarter alone, and also a first down. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Ray. And his pass incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Off play action. Ray. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they could look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Back to throw. Low, looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that'll help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Galton. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Right back to him on first down. He will push his way down to about the 14. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Ohio! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ohio! Ohio!
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Ray firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Ray. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. In for the score. And the Browns add on to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Low. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. Big hold of the 30. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play. Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken very short. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
And take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. To throw on second down. Low underneath. This is Bernard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Looking to throw. Low. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Looking to throw on second down. Ray rolling to his right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before break. Ray, now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Flex round.
To throw on 2nd down. Low. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Malone. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. On 3rd down, Low, eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Bengals getting set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good.
And he's into the clear. The 40, 30, 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 82 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Looking to throw on second down. Lane. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Flex round! Flex round!
On first down, Ray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
I'll make it laugh.
Allst8.
Yo.
You beat out QB?
I'm still playing them right now.
What's the score out there?
26-9.
26-9?
Yeah, 26-9.
You little bitch, bro.
Damn, you throw that screen up.
The screen been up the entire game.
I'm looking for down screen.
Nigga, this a prime time game. The screen been up. Oh, it's probably because I'm appearing offline, so that's probably why.
Yeah, you appeared offline. I was looking for it. But I see you jumped in the party, so I see the icon now. Allst8 been blowing niggas out lately. You must be finding your niche again.
I never lost it. I just been working too much to give me a game plan for this match.
Might be my favorite go to the Super Bowl in the ALC.
Oh my god. Like, I'm supposed to be your favorite since last Madden. Niggas want to be me.
I mean, we had Nike over there, so I couldn't really tell. Who
Oh yeah, me and Nike was in the NFC Championship, beat the AFC Championship game. We was in the AFC Championship game with each other. I mean, not the AFC Championship, the division round.
He stole it. Oh, you got somebody on his ass.
Hello.
Somebody on his ass right there. 26 to 9.
You got it.
He ain't going nowhere. Got Cleveland the way you want them now. Oh, Miles Garrett. Oh, that was an Octof.
Oh, they supposed to let that be a deflection, bro. Hey, they bogus. That supposed to be a deflection. I was right there. Huh?
He got that first. They just cheated. They didn't even let you even pat the ball down.
They always, that's been a story of my life, this Madden, dog. They be giving niggas like easy shit. Not that though. Oh, they let John Rose catch that up with Denzel Ward, dog? Come on, dog. See? Niggas, that's only how niggas gonna scope, bro, when they do that throw it up and pray shit. Like, other than that, niggas not gonna scope.
Shit, I'm trying to run my play on me, nigga.
You say what? What the fuck?
Shit, not you.
Hey, Saul, look at this play, Saul. This how mad at me fucking me. This whole drive.
I saw that.
No, look at this run. No, look at the run. You see that run?
Oh, you lying. Come on, they tripping.
Bruh, that's how niggas been beating me this Madden, literally. Throw it up and pray and shit like that. Now, what you was saying, baby? My bad.
I saw that run. There's no way you run through like that. Yeah.
I could have just took that outside kick to the house. I tweaked and stopped. Look at that shit.
I hope you score again on that old monkey ass thing.
Man, they just let that nigga score, bro. I mean, they just let that nigga score. He wasn't even just scored on me with that weak ass shit, dog. Let's go! There you go, Saul.
I play deadly. I got that in my playbook too. There's really no way to stop that play though, man.
Nah, it's the way to stop it.
You gotta do cover 2 or something though.
Nah, you can play. I stop it with a man blitz. But see, I know how to read defenses, so I know how to hit either or guy. So you can stop it if you want to. I'm gonna just hit another guy.
Yeah, I know you can hit somebody else, but that one dude that do that curl out route, it's hard to stop that play.
Yeah, it's like a wheel.
It's a wheel, yeah.
Oh, that's a good throw. That's a good throw. Oh, let me get that. My defense been fucking killing. Let's go. Knock the shit out that nigga. Fuck is wrong with you? Throw that dumb ass shit.
Shut your ass up, man. You got the phone so late, I might want to hear that shit. Come on, you throw it up. You do it like that, folks. And shut your weak ass up, man.
He don't know how to stop it. He running over there and trying to stop it with his man.
My nigga downfield, nigga. That shit should be over in the head.
Somebody else gonna be open, y'all.
Hey, and he threw my. Hey, you know my linebacker that got 7 interceptions against Cliff.
Yeah.
This nigga just threw him 3 interceptions. No, he threw him 2 more interceptions today. That's 9 in 2 weeks. Niggas think I can't win without Baker Mayfield. Hey, I got this 67 overall quarterback killing motherfuckers with him. Cause Baker Mayfield got hurt. And I think with that win, I jumped to the top of the division. No, I still got that weak-ass tie from that sim.
Alright, fellas, man. We're down 14-0, man. We're back in.
Oh, no, he 8-3, so y'all just jump up. Let's go.
Shut your ass up, right about my ass up.
Oh man, it's so full with that fumble. Hey, I think they gave that nigga Alec Ogletree I think they gave that nigga Ogletree a boost this week because he just killed the Bears. Yeah, if Trubisky would have played, they would have blew their ass out. Cause that, bro, I told niggas it's a difference. Jamarcus Russell ain't no NFL player. That nigga is trash, boo boo. That don't mean they ain't boo boo. They just came from the right system.
Well, my Giants won.
Bro, they're not even going to the playoffs, dog. That was y'all super. That was y'all Super Bowl. That was y'all Super Bowl. That was y'all Super Bowl. That was y'all Super Bowl, dog. Niggas that's team is trash. They always talk about the past. We talking about the future. What they finna do now? You smoking dick right now. You smoking dick. Yeah, he's smoking. He's smoking, dog. No, I ain't gonna say that though. The Giants, all the Giants need is a quarterback. They can make the playoffs. They just need a quarterback. If they draft the quarterback, they could be a playoff team next year. No, because it's already somebody better than Eli Manning.
You talk about the past, nigga.
I'm saying, like, hey, so.
What you just say?
Yeah.
Who?
Y'all talking like the Dolphins ain't the best team in the NFL.
You smoking dick.
Hey, Chef.
What's up, man?
I'm finna go. I'm gonna let you go ahead and score on us. I gotta leave, man. Get on serious, though.
I'm not, you straight, bro. Come on, now.
Alright, my nigga. I'm out to my nigga play again. We play again. Hey, y'all fellas take it easy, my niggas.
Alright, baby girl.
Alright, baby girl. Baby girl, so.
I don't even got my comeback for you.
Giants won the worst team in the league.
I'm trying to see what's wrong. Do I want to be bougie or do I want to I can hear you. No, I didn't just think what I mean by the words I said. Like if I want to get a jacuzzi, so I can sit in my house. Like regularly, I just do a regular room. You know. Somebody just shared my status and said, "Hey y'all, happy Money Making Monday."
Nah, the one that's saying right here, that's the one.
Man, the Dolphins got to play, right?
They play one, I think they play one more against the Patriots.
Your ass over there smoking extendo dick. You better extend the Patriots.
Hold on, the Patriots ain't beat us twice in the season since, let me guess, 2010. Yeah.
I'm sorry, cutie.
But look it up. Who you talking about?
You.
Go look up one. Beat us twice in the season.
So I can.
And we at the crib. What are you talking about? We ain't losing to them at no fucking crib. Vikings, that's a fucking W. Vikings, that's a fucking W. Like, come on, man. Niggas can't fuck with us, man. Nah, man, you won't be that when we about to pay, bro. That's why we put some hate. Y'all probably go lie. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all might go hate today.
Alright, let me tell my sister.
Yeah, bro. No playoff appearance, though. You only tell you the bad things, man. The bad news is Yeah, man.
Hey, I need the truck. Alright. I'm gonna go grab somebody to go grab this shit right quick. Reserve them? You ain't gotta. I mean, I can't put them on hold. Like, even if I put them in my car, but you could just put the money on. Yeah, but even even if they in the car, somebody can still buy them, but then they'll just take them. They'll take them out my car. All right, what shoes? Send me the shoes.
What about that? Say how do you want it, man? Quarterback next week? Man, y'all got Tannehill. Nah, Tannehill's going up this year. He's too injury prone. You want to bet? It's already out. Man, that nigga's going after this season. They say he might go after Teddy Bridgewater.
It's 27 for you, man.
But Tannehill, they already said before the season, but one more injury they looking forward to. They looking to the future, but they looking to the next. But Tannehill is what? Tannehill what? 30, 31? Injury prone? He got it.
That's that weak ass offensive line getting his ass nailed like that.
That's not our fault. We know this because we got the best offensive line we ever had.
Your ass smoking. Now you smoking. Now you smoking. Now you smoking.
Look how many look up many sacks we had to get competitive. Come on now. So on the one thing. Fucking Lummy Thompson, you have no picture. He ain't out the sacks. And then a pro slash flame that guard get hurt for the whole season. And he's been terrified on the way to get hurt. And he'll stop the game. Down there, stay quarterback.
Hello. You thirsty? I'm waiting on some Tavon to come back. Hey, back out to the grill. Bruh, that's like 30 minutes. Oh, shit. Man, see how long she's gonna be. Let me know. See how long she's gonna be. Trying to get my tires changed right there.